We're going to go into a story that may seem too wonderful to be true, so make sure you're relaxed and prepared for a trip down memory lane before you press play. It may seem unbelievable, but Rita Pavone, the woman we are discussing today, was the object of every man's desire in the 1990s. You will see why she won so many hearts and how her talent and charm endure over time if you stick with me through to the end. During a period when pop culture was erupting with energy and individuality, Rita Pavone was more than simply an actress and singer. She was a representation of youthful vitality and colorful flair. People all throughout the world were captivated by the 1990s daring fashion choices, cutting-edge music, and playful vibe. Rita's voice, charm, and sense of style all worked together to make her the object of many men's desires. She was featured in every magazine, poster, and radio station at the time. When you heard her name or saw her in the media, you couldn't help but feel a flutter in your heart, because she was so intriguing. Rita was more than simply a celebrity back then. She was the ideal that many young men wanted to know and be around. She stood out from the crowd because of her sincere friendliness, the brightness in her eyes, and the way she conducted herself on stage. Rita's songs were able to instantly alter one's mood during the 1990s, which is known as a decade when music had this ability. Her music had the ability to uplift you and inspire you to recognize the beauty in the here and now, whether you were listening to it on the radio or seeing her perform live. She seemed to sing straight to your heart, and every performance was an occasion. Rita Pavone's distinctive style, which combined contemporary appearances with a touch of vintage charm, contributed to her rise to fame. Rita was a prime example of the 1990s fashion movement, which experimented with new styles while preserving old classics. She was always one step ahead of the competition with her stylish yet casual clothing. Because of this combination, she gained not just notoriety but also widespread recognition as a fashion icon. In addition to her skill, guys were captivated by her composure and confidence, which showed whether she was enjoying herself on the red carpet or off stage. Long after the event was over, young guys continued to discuss her style, which sparked discussions about what real confidence and beauty looked like. It's hard to overlook Rita Pavone's impact on all who witnessed her performance when we reflect on that colorful era. It was the entire feeling of being a part of something that seemed bigger than life, not just the music. For many people in the 1990s, their favorite recollections are of seeing her on TV or cheering in a packed performance hall. You can still hear the reverberation of her popular songs when you reflect on that time period, and you can recall the excitement of being young and enamored with pop culture. Rita's influence was so strong that her name soon became associated with the ideal crush, a fantasy that many people wished to realize. There are notable distinctions between the music and television industries in the 1990s and today. There weren't many options at the time, and a celebrity like Rita could draw in so many fans that every new release was a big event. We had to excitedly await the next TV show or radio show because there were no social networking sites or streaming services to instantly share every tiny bit of information. Rita's presence was like a spark that inspired thoughts everywhere. Thus, this build-up just served to heighten the curiosity. Her voice became a ray of light and a reminder that enchantment was only a note away in a world full of everyday life. You'll see images and videos that capture those moments as we go through these recollections. Every photograph perfectly captures Rita Pavone's spirit as a vibrant, passionate, and endearing young woman. More than simply her beauty is captured in the following photos, which also document a period when music was unadulterated, feelings were unadulterated, and each moment felt like a fresh start. One person may have a profound impact, and Rita's ability to evoke strong emotions in her audience is evidence of her talent as a performer. Intense live performances, the thrill of meeting fans, and intimate backstage moments that offered a peek of her own personality are all captured in the pictures. Having a crush on Rita was not just a fad for many males in the 1990s, it was a part of growing up. It stood for the aspirations we nurtured as children and the times when we first discovered the enchantment of falling in love with an unattainable person. We thought that even a celebrity may look just as real as the folks we saw on a daily basis because of the way she lit up the screen. That crush and that fantasy made a deep impression on us and came to symbolize who we were at the time. Even though some people may consider the 1990s to be a bygone era, it's crucial to keep in mind that the emotions they evoked are still relevant as we move forward. Rita Pavone was a remarkable performer who had a timeless ability to captivate her audience. Even people who have never lived through that time period can be inspired by her sincere and passionate inventiveness, which was unconstrained by trend or time. Regardless of age, many people can identify with the thought of having a crush on someone as gorgeous as Rita. It serves as a reminder that our best memories are built on a foundation of great art and genuine emotion. Every picture in this film evokes a moment when genuine emotion, fashion, and music all combined to produce unadulterated ecstasy. It may seem unbelievable that every boy in the 1990s had a crush on her, but it did happen and had a lasting impact on many of us. Rita Pavone was a sensation and a living illustration of how art can elevate everyday experiences to ones that will never be forgotten. She wasn't merely a performance. In addition to the songs and style, she influenced our objectives and self-image. Her legacy serves as a constant reminder to cherish the wonders of youth and an inspiration to us. I want you to remember the good times, the heart-stopping moments, and the memories that have endured over the years as you browse through these pictures and reflect on the 1990s. There is a particular beauty in these moments that unites us all, regardless of whether you were one of those guys who had a major crush on Rita, or you are just now becoming aware of her. A true icon like Rita Pavone has everlasting appeal because she embodies beauty, hope, and the limitless promise of youth. Her existence in the 1990s is a reminder of what it's like to be genuinely inspired by someone and to live your entire life with that admiration. I appreciate your support along the entire trip into the past. I hope this Rita Pavone story reminds you of a period when every crush seemed like the beginning of something amazing and brings back happy memories. Generations of people have been influenced by her songs, her flair, and her very presence. Consider the strength of nostalgia and the profound emotional impact that a simple crush may have as you finish this film. Remember that sometimes the answers to today's dreams can be discovered in the past, and enjoy the remainder of your day.